kick this off. Obviously, it's Wednesday, Connect to Collaborate. You guys know we do this every week. A great place for everybody just to come and let's powwow, answer questions, help strategize, anything we can do. So, several of you guys have been on here multiple times. Come today, any questions? Maybe even start off with a positive. Anybody got some great news, anything like that? We're all here to help each other. Anyone. Na, 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 na.
Well, did
I guess the
everybody
great
see the
news
training
is,
from Nick yesterday?
Yeah, that was as always, man, his trainings are awesome, right? Just different ideas and stuff how to do that. Is that his 12th one or 13th? He's got about a year's worth of training. So just Roxanne, for you to know that we're very fortunate that we have one of the number one um, gentlemen in the United States who helps teach AI, and all he does is for realtors. Well, about
mm,
2 years ago, three of us flew down to Florida, met him, paid some money, and got trained in AI, but it was 2 years ago. It's constantly updating. But because of that, he now comes and trains the first Tuesday of every month for free our agents.
oh
Now we
wow,
have about 12 different trainings over the last year that's all AI focused for realtors. You go listen to each one of those. There's no reason you can't save 10, 15, 20 hours a week. And then the creativity that he gives for listings, whatever it might be, are truly amazing. And you can listen
Yeah.
to some of that stuff without even being here at EXP. We'd be more than happy to share it with you.
oh please do. And you say it's on every Tuesday, first Tuesday?
First Tuesday of every month, he comes
Okay,
and trains just the Freedom Team on what is the latest things in AI that our realtors are using. And
wonderful.
they've all been amazing.
And
But
how
on
do
the
I
other
connect with that?
Tuesday, oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I just want to know, do I get a Zoom notice for that, or how do I get connected with that?
Let me show you.
Kelly can get you that.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, Kelly's going out of town for 3 weeks to Greece.
Oh, well, if you put your email in the chat, then I'll email you yesterday's training.
Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful, thank you.
But because he comes every Tuesday, he comes once a month, like Sean said, so he won't be back again till October. But on other Tuesdays, we have a top agent that's doing some big things, in their business, in their real estate business, come in every Tuesday and bring a teaching, and it's always good too. It's
Okay.
it's different topics, varying from A to Z in the real estate world. So, and we do that every week as well.
Wonderful.
Other than the Monday or the Tuesday that Nick's with us.
Yeah.
Okay,
Kathy, if you'll allow me to share my screen, I'll show you an
Okay.
easy way, Roxanne, for you to be alerted. And you can set this up on your own.
Yep.
Let's see.
Hold on, Nick. Hold on.
I don't have a pen and paper. Should I have one right now?
No, you don't need one. I'll show
Okay.
you.
I'm just gonna make you the co-host, so you should be good.
Okay, so let's see. So I'm going to share my screen. So this is our website,
Mhm.
and it is freedomteamsupport.com.
Okay,
So if you'll just save that in your favorites, or mark it in, in a book bar on your bar up top, just to save it. But when you come
yes,
here, you'll see the calendar here, and all you have to do is click on that calendar. It'll take you to a bigger version of it. But it also explains the training each week, and it also gives you the Zoom link,
nice.
which is what you're on now. But if you'll come down to the bottom, and there's a calendar here, and right here in the bottom left-hand corner where it says Add to Google Calendar, if you'll click that, it'll add the entire training schedule for each month. And as we update it, it updates it in your Google Calendar.
Wonderful.
So then you'll never have to be alerted. You'll never have to know. It'll just pop up in your Google Calendar when the next training is.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
And I don't know, Andy, if you want to share the YouTube channel at all to let her see the YouTube channel where we've got a lot of our stuff, obviously.
Yeah. So when you go back to home, and when you come to the very bottom right here, you click YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Freedom Team YouTube channel, and this is where all the past trainings live. So we have playlists here. So when you come down, let's just say you missed a Tuesday's training and you wanted to see it. You
Right.
can just click on Tuesday's training. Sorry about that. You can click on Tuesday's training right here. I clicked the wrong spot. But if you will actually click the view full playlist right here, and this gives you every Tuesday training we've done for going back to since Moby Dick was a minnow. So, but you can see, I mean, it's just packed full of training. So,
Nice.
yeah, you want to know how to do, like this agent here, brand new agent in just 2 years, closed $10 million and is doing everything at 3% commission. He tells you
Wow.
exactly how he did it. So,
Wow.
Actually, he's doing his listings at about 3.5.
yeah, well, there you go.
Wow.
So yeah, all the training you would need, and then these calls are also on a playlist
Mhm.
for every. So we have Tuesdays trainings, Wednesdays trainings, and Monday. If you get joined at EXP and you want to get into agent recruitment, then we have classes for those too. So all the training is there, and this is just two sites. And you can get to each one of them. You get to the YouTube channel here, and if you're on the YouTube channel, you just click right there for freedomteamsupport.com, and it'll take you back to the website. So they're interchangeable.
Much. Yeah. Great. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
And Andy even has a full training on that website. There's a lot of information. He goes through a training and goes through every single drop down of what all is on that website. The main reason it was created for all of you guys is, I think Jeff made the comment, he's probably got 20 to 30 bookmarks, all these different things that EXP offers, which is incredible, but they're all over the place. We
Mhm.
brought them all to one place on our website. And Andy goes through in detail exactly what all of that is. So everything we offer, which is a lot, all now in one place, which is truly amazing.
Nice.
So again, thank you, Andy,
Yeah.
for going through all that and helping put that whole website together.
Yep.
Andy, did you see that email yesterday from EXP? That new toolkit?
Uh-uh.
There's a new one. Here, let me find it real quick and I'll show you because it might be something. Again, it's very similar to the stuff that we've got, but something we could add. Again, just to keep it up to date, basically. Here, I'll find it real quick and I'll share my screen. You guys go ahead.
Yeah, because I know the toolkits are on there right now, so it must be enhanced because there's a buyer's toolkit.
It's a new one. Yeah, okay. So here it is right here. The email came from EXP Realty Team. The subject line says, "Just launched your new toolkit is here." So here, I'll share my screen real fast and so you can see this. So this was the email. I got it yesterday at 2:00. So it's here. We officially launched a brand new toolkit designed to help you work smarter, not harder. The all new From Day One Agent Compliance Toolkit was created to make it easier than ever to stay informed, build trust, grow with confidence, branding do's and don'ts, lead generation, best practices. I mean, it actually looks really good. It's this is what it is right here. Great for all of us. Again, great for agents just joining EXP, but like, again, all the links down here, top 5 things to know right now, whatever. It's more on compliance stuff, but I don't know. Good things, how to read the ICA, all this stuff, sponsorship. And it's got the different toolkits, links here. Brand toolkit, canvas, looks
So
good.
it looks like they've taken where we have the drop down, they've kind of taken those multiple different sites that we all still have in the one drop down and put it all in one area. So
Yeah, I mean, again, I think it's geared towards like newer agents joining EXP,
Yeah.
whatever. But and again, the compliance, it's important to understand a lot of that stuff. I mean, just to keep us in, whatever.
Will you forward that email to me?
Yes, I will do that. So
Because I didn't get it. All right. Either I deleted it and didn't know what it was.
yeah, I've done that sometimes. And I would just remind everybody too. I think really watch your emails, because EXP, they do send out some good stuff, like kind of, every week there's just kind of, I think it's on Thursdays or something. They kind of send out it's almost like a recap of sort of new things from the week, new things. They remind everybody what's going on tomorrow's, big agent meeting for Friday, and just, it's all that kind of stuff. So just, good to be aware of, like company announcements, that kind of stuff, which we used to all see in Workplace, which I'm sure they're probably doing somehow now in Slack. I still haven't not been in there. I don't know if I'll be in there. but I'm watching the emails because we're going to keep up with all the stuff as long as you're paying attention, that kind of stuff. So anyway, I just sent that email to you, Andy. So yeah.
Okay, cool.
But anyway, Brian, it's good to see you, man. How you been?
thinking the same thing. What's up, brother?
Brian's been busy. You been busy?
Sorry. I was on mute. Sorry about that. No, things are good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Business has been pretty good. How you doing?
I mean, it's Hey, it's like everybody. I mean, we're all struggling to get our listings sold, or at least I am. In some fashion or another. It's just not enough showings, on certain things. But I mean, we've got deals going, deals closing. A lot, a fair amount of listings. I'm doing quite a bit of land stuff, but that doesn't pay well. But it's just added stuff. But I've got I don't know, I've got 2 or 3 listings right now that I don't have sold or deals on, but if I can get those sold, things would be pretty good,
Yeah.
at this point. But just doesn't seem like you're getting enough traffic, whether I've done open houses, whether we're marketing different areas, doing different things. It's just not getting enough people, not enough eyes on it, are walking through them.
Yeah.
But those properties that I'm struggling with are remote, so they're very rural properties. So it's you don't get drive-by traffic.
Yeah. For sure.
So
We've got a few. We have a few that right now that are sitting there. We've had several that have closed. We got, I think, 4 under contract right now that are new builds, which is nice.
so
And
that's
I'll
awesome.
just, Brian and Peaches, seeing if there's anybody else here in Colorado Springs. Meritage Homes right now. If you close a deal with them, they basically have a $20,000 commission on any deal closed out there.
Wow.
So that's kind of nice. I think we have 2 or 3 under contract out there for them, which is kind of cool.
Is that the new stuff on the north side of Woodman?
I think it's more Meritage. I believe they're down more towards Lorson Ranch down south.
Oh, okay, down in Fountain. Okay,
I think so, yeah. But we got several under contract down there, which is
yeah.
nice,
There's a lot going on down there.
What are the rates right now? I haven't seen the last couple of days. I know we were like 6.5, I think, last week. Are we in that range, or has it gone any lower? Anybody know? Anybody see anything?
No, I think it's still kind of holding steady.
Mhm. Yeah.
I do know the talk out there. I mean, Realtor.com had an article about it. If the rate hits 6, it opens the door for like another 500,000 buyers to come onto the market in terms of what they can afford, monthly payment wise. Like that, they're just coming up with these numbers. But I do think, again, we're seeing this little drops. If there's a headline out there, if it comes to 6.4, if it comes to 6.45, when it little drops. And then you see the result of that. Mortgage applications go up 30% that week, from the week before. Like just little things right now, little ticks are bringing more and more buyers out. I really do think if we can hit 6, or gosh, even go right underneath that, I think the floodgates are going to open.
Absolutely.
And that's what I tell people right now. Like the more you can be, yes, you got to be doing what you can to get deals right now, and I get that absolutely. But be building your systems, and if you're doing funnels, build your funnels, get those going. Be building all the tools. Be working on your Bold Trail site, learning that, getting that thing up and running, whatever. Like get that stuff in place so you're not chasing the market. Get ahead of the market. Get ahead of it. So when those rates hit and those gates open, man, you're like in full force ahead.
Mhm.
So many people right now sitting back and just complaining and whining and wham, and I get it. It's hard. But man, if you can be ready, because it's going to hit at some point.
Yeah.
And now you're on top of it, and now you grab market share like crazy. There will be a lot of agents chasing that, and a lot more agents coming back into the market, whatever, and getting their licenses and all that kind of stuff. That's what happened in 21 and 22, and we got flooded with agents who are no longer in the business because whatever. Now you actually got to work it. What? I got to work? Shoot, I thought this was just, go to closing and get paid. No, it doesn't work that way.
Those are crazy times, man. Yeah, that was
But again, I don't know if that'll happen again, but I do think right now it's such a buyer's market. That shift in most areas has gone over there, but I think it could very quickly come back to more of a balanced market, or even back into leaning towards sellers if we start seeing huge numbers of buyers come back into the market when the rates drop. So it's just, I think it is a good time to be building all that stuff up.
I'm curious, has anyone seen an increase in activity in their areas? I've seen some here. August
seen a
is
little bit.
typically a slow month here, and I had a pretty busy August. myself. So I think, it was weird because normally finishing vacation, going back to school, like it's usually, a slower month here. But anyway,
Yeah.
so
I'm with Kathy. I mean, July was a little off, and then August picked up, and then September and October look, if everything falls in place, will be, be pretty decent,
yeah,
at this point.
yeah.
So
So I think all that's good. We just get to hang in there through the turn, do the things that we know to do to create business. But this kind of is for the collaboration, and so I just want to see, like, does anybody have any specific questions or specific things you're dealing with that you don't know how to overcome, or any of that we can help you with?
Yeah. Yeah. We just get somebody else's perspective just from
Hmm.
another veteran agent. So yeah, anything we
Yeah.
can help with, guys.
Share, would you mind unmuting and not putting you on the spot? Just, are you seeing anything? You've been in the business for what, 20, how many years? 20 years?
Yeah. The activity is, I don't know. I don't want to call it slow or softened, but it's not moving at the pace everybody wants it to be. Seems to be new construction. I can't complain. I know that there are buyers. They're looking. My funnels, I've not spoke with anyone. I've communicated by text mainly on the funnels so far. I don't have my YouTube channel going just yet, but I'm going to work on that. But I will say that I was talking with Miguel this morning, and we were talking about our responses that we were getting and that kind of thing. So what I'm seeing though is that buyers are looking. They're anywhere from 1 to 3 months. They'll put their range in there, and some are saying unsure. Some are saying 1 to 3 months. So staying in communication with them, I think, is key as to helping them make that decision as to what's best for them. And I have sent out video text, like an introduction, like who I am, so they can put face to name. With all the AI, you just want to be as authentic as you possibly can to them, because they almost don't know what is real anymore. So,
For sure.
That's
a great thing to do. Send that video text to a lead coming in. Just introduce yourself,
Yeah.
It's a great replacement, right? Well, it's just more personal too, even than just a YouTube video that they get automatically. That you can do that with leads coming in. Like that's a great thing to do. By the way, and I know you're working on all your stuff with the funnels and the YouTube videos and stuff. I don't know if Miguel told you or not, because Miguel's new also in the last 3 months, joined us over here, getting his funnels going, new construction, getting his videos going. He's already picked up a buyer from his videos. I don't know if he shared that with you.
yeah.
Yeah.
We
I
talked
forget
about
if they're under contract or he did the buyer agency. I don't remember that part, but I know he did his 12 videos. I mean, he's got his videos going, kind of what the training talks about. And he got a buyer they watched his video, like just organic lead from his YouTube.
Yep. So, and if I understand correctly, I heard Andy, I think you, please correct me if I'm wrong, but YouTube won't allow AI or AI videos to be posted into the platform.
They're trying to get away from that. What they're doing is not allowing these AI channels, like these bot channels that have been created, to monetize anymore. And that was the whole purpose of them being created in the first place. So since YouTube is gearing away from that, they're trying to support the small creator. And the reason I know all this stuff is because believe it or not, once we hit 3,000 subscribers on our channel, it opened up a whole new world. Like, I got an email from them that I have access now to all kinds of tools and stuff that I didn't have before. That was just, it's like literally they gave me the keys to the kingdom. And I can only imagine if you hit, 100,000 subscribers, it's probably going to open up even more. So, but yeah, so they're trying to gear away from all that to keep people from monetizing these bot channels, is what the goal is. They want authentic creation on the YouTube channel itself. So that's what they're trying to gear towards on that platform.
One thing I'll share real quick. This has nothing to do with business, but I'm just grateful when I see these. Like once you're around a while here, like so yesterday, they've done this. I don't know how many quarters now. Did you guys get your dividend check from your stock in the mail?
I did, but haven't opened it.
Yeah, I just opened mine. I mean, not a big deal, but I mean, it's just nice when a check comes from EXP like out of nowhere, because you got dividends coming in from your stock bonuses.
Yeah.
Nice.
Go deposit that today. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's coming for everybody. Once you've been here a while, you start getting
awesome.
bonuses.
That's right. Yeah.
So.
I want to give a shout out to Melanie. She had 2 closings, her first 2 closings with us. So
come on.
Congrats, Melanie.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I have one either Monday or Tuesday this coming week. So yay.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So I know you kind of shared this on one of our calls that when you came over about 3 months ago now, and and you were sort of at a place where you just felt sort of stagnant, That's incredible. Like you come over here and now you got 3 deals that are closing already. That's
A
awesome.
shift in my energy for sure. I was feeling stagnant, and I was also feeling like a man on an island, and when everyone was just talking a few minutes ago, I was just thinking about the culture of EXP and how different it is. And I'm not here to run down any other company, but I do think where I came from, Remax, they are for very, very independent agents, which worked for me for a long time. But I just reached the place in my business where I wanted more collaboration and a different culture. And it's completely different at EXP. And I really like it.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Well, congrats again,
Thanks.
Success on being over here. And yeah. And
it's a relief. Let me tell you. It's definitely a relief.
Yeah, for sure.
So, for sure. I've got to keep it going.
Yes.
Next thing I want to start doing is learning about the funnels and getting my YouTube channel.
Yeah. Well, let's get connected and let's get you going for sure.
Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, thank you.
Reach out. And then, when you feel like you're ready, to be, be ready to roll, and, we can chat.
These are real world problems, but I've been traveling a lot and still have a significant amount of traveling coming up in the next month or two. So, which is great, but isn't that when everybody's business takes off, is when you book a flight out of town?
Absolutely.
Stuff comes up. So, but thank you, Kathy, and I will.
When you're ready, just reach out.
Than't you.
You're welcome.
Just want to say thank you, Melanie, for sharing, because I am that same place of being stagnant. For the last 19 years, I've only worked with referrals. I never had to work,
Same here.
Referrals just came. And then I became like, where is everybody? So
yes,
it's good to hear. It's good to hear what is happening with you after joining EXP. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, thank you, and it'll happen.
Thanks.
Yeah,
you get there. Roxanne, how long have you been with us?
I'm not with EXP as yet. Okay. Kelly invited me to come on this Zoom.
Okay.
And just find out a little more and see what's going on.
Sure. Well, and it's great to have you here. That's awesome.
Thank you.
And one thing I would share with you, I've been here for 7 years, and just the thing that I think that does work, and Melanie, maybe you could speak or share, Cher's new here as well. Leanne hasn't been here very long either. Just, even though it's virtual, you're going to feel like you're a part of something if you plug in. And you can plug in as much or as little as you want. It's your business, and however you want to do it is how you do it. But I think just being around it, I just know for me over my 23 years, that was a big part of me moving over here. Because I moved over 7 years ago. There were like 6,000 agents in the whole company. But I saw who was here. And I knew a lot of these guys through a coaching program that I was part of. Like Michael Reese was here. I met Michael 23 years ago. At the very first Craig Proctor conference I went to, he built his business up to number 10 in the world with Keller Williams. Jay Kinder was here. I knew Jay from 23 years ago. Jay's number 2 in the world with Coldwell Banker. Brent Gove. I knew Brent 23 years ago, from Craig Proctor. He was number 11 in the world with Remax and then was team leader at the biggest Keller Williams office in the country. And he's here. I'm like, first of all, I was like, if it's good enough for them, I'm like, my business is nowhere near theirs. I'm like, if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. Like, I know they did their due diligence. Yes, I need to do mine, but I don't need to overthink this either. Let me go over there and get around these guys, because you become who you hang around. I was in the top 20 in town here in 2.5 years, and it was because I was around the best agents literally in the business across the country. That's what elevated my business to where it was. And that's what's happening here. I think it's like the people I see plugging in on these Zooms on a regular basis, I'm just seeing what their businesses are doing, And then I get calls every couple of weeks or a month, and somebody will call me and they're here in town and they're complaining because they haven't had a closing in 6 months. And oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. And you got to help me, and whatever. And I'm like, when was the last time you were on one of our Zooms? They've never been on the Zooms because I know they're not on here. It's like, well, you're not plugging in. I mean, it's just like, at least plug in, it can't hurt you. That's for sure. So anyway.
Right.
Well, let me tell you, I had a conversation with an agent yesterday I think she is with Realty One, I think. But anyway, she's in the kind of the same place, and she's ready to, make a move. But anyway, it's like I told her, and I said, you need to think of EXP like a classroom. I said, and if you are sitting in the back of the classroom and you can't hear the person speaking or see let's just use old school and say chalkboard. And so you can't see the chalkboard and you can't hear the teacher, and you're sitting in the back, but you don't say anything. You just sit back there and you keep your mouth shut and you go, oh, I'll get notes later or figure it out. Then EXP is probably not for you. You can go to one of these other, brokerages or whatever, and you'll sit there and fail just like everybody else. But if you are one of those that just raise your hand and say, hey, I need to move to the front of the class because I can't see and I need some help, then you're going to get it at EXP. If you just say, I need help, you're going to get it. You're going to get moved to the front of the class. And all of a sudden, like Jeff said, when you plug in, things start to happen. You'll start to see deals here and there and everywhere, and then it just explodes. So it's just funny how that works.
Chrissy's at the front of the class. She raised her hand.
Trying to be polite. So I got on this call a little bit late, and first I just want to say thank you all. This is the perfect call to be on. I'm Chrissy Rochelle. I just want to introduce myself because I haven't been on one of these yet. And I'm here in Gainesville, Florida. Switched to EXP back in January. Took me a little bit of time to onboard, but it's been slow for me. And I realized that I kept trying to tap into different resources and getting a little lost, and just started digging into the Freedom team. And yes, actually this morning too, I was on a walk and I was listening to the Zoom meeting from yesterday because I'm in another training for a few weeks on Tuesdays. And I was just blown away with the resources. By the way, great job on the new website. But I can, I guess, resonate and reflect with maybe what some others are experiencing. I've had my license for a couple of years, but hadn't really done a lot with it. And I'm doing more with it now, and just really working to tap in to say, I am on a team, and I hadn't utilized a lot of the resources available to me, and now working to figure out, how do I tap in, get to know everybody, get to know the team, and, really push things forward. I really do love being on EXP Realty, and, I think the resources are there. And so just wanted to introduce myself, and I look forward to being on more of these calls and getting to know everybody on the team.
It's great to have you.
Good to have you.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're
Where are
always.
you located? Oh, you're in Gainesville.
Yes.
Nice.
What's the market like there, Chrissy? Is it slow? Is it things moving? What are you seeing down there?
Things are slow. We've got a lot of inventory out there right now. A lot of conversations, definitely a buyer's market in the Gainesville area. There's certain neighborhoods that are still flowing well, as people kind of come into maybe like neighborhoods that would be more for like first time home buyers and things like that. And then I feel like a lot of what's not moving sometimes is neighborhood based, where if certain homes are sitting, there's a handful of homes in those areas that that have been sitting for a while, and then other neighborhoods, have a decent turnaround time. But in general, things are definitely sitting longer than we would like to see it.
Okay. Who sponsored you in DXP?
It was Trish Nystrom. Yep.
Mhm.
So I came under Trish.
That's
who
right. I
had found
remember that
you.
now. I remember talking with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. She moved to Texas.
She did. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and again, just, plug in. It'll help you. There's no way it won't hurt you, for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just, it just can't do that. Plug in. And anything we can do, don't hesitate to reach out. I sponsored Trish into EXP, whatever. I'm
Mm-hmm.
happy to help, if you want to set up a Zoom just to get on, and sometimes even having some guidance, like, cause there's so much. It's like, that's the hardest part, I think, about EXP and Freedom Team is like, where do I start? Cause it's just so much. Good problem to have, but
Yeah.
there's definitely some really good, like, here's, let's figure out where you want to go and let's set up a kind of a plan, and we can do
Yeah. Yeah. I'd appreciate it. That would be great. Yeah.
yeah, let me know. Let's set up something. So
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
happy to do it.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I'd say Jeff. Oh, go ahead.
sorry. This is Elizabeth. I just wanted to jump in real quick. And since we're shouting out kudos to EXP, I love being with EXP. And I just closed. Well, I haven't closed. I just went under contract with my first Florida listing yesterday. So I'm so excited about that. And this one was a little bit of a rough go. So I just wanted to do a shout out to our brokers here in Florida. They are amazing. They have been so helpful to me through this negotiation and the listing of this particular house because I had some issues with it. And their guidance and their patience and their help with my situation was absolutely amazing. And so all of EXP is just I'm just so happy to be over here. It's great. You guys are awesome.
No, it's good. How long you been in the business, Elizabeth?
Uh, going on 6 years. I transitioned over from New Mexico to Florida.
Yeah.
And Florida was definitely a lot different than New Mexico. Took me a little longer to break into the market because we're so agent saturated, especially here on the Space Coast. But I'm under contract now. I have one listing about to go live. I've got another possible listing coming up and about 3 buyers. So whatever I'm doing, something's working. So I'm not changing anything at the moment.
Yeah. Real quick.
Also, what are you doing? You're new in the market, fairly new, it sounds like. So you're new in the market. What have you been doing to generate that business?
You know what I did? I joined a couple of groups, local groups. So I'm a 23-year Air Force veteran. I'm retired Air Force. So I got myself plugged into a couple of veteran groups out here. I also plugged into the local, I got a couple of friends that work for like assisted living facilities. So I got plugged in with them and I go with them to events when they sponsor events such as senior days and stuff like that. And then, excuse me, I just put I get out there and I just talk. I literally just get out there and talk to people as often as I can. And I let everybody know, hey, I'm a realtor. And they're like, oh, I already know a realtor. Of course you do. Everybody knows a realtor out here. But, I think for me, a lot of the folks that I have talked to, I'm relatable because of my veteran status. A lot of the retired and separated veterans out here want to work with fellow veteran agents if they can. So,
Yeah.
so that works as well. But literally, I get out there and talk to folks. And I was on this call last week, and I don't know if you guys remember, but we were talking about marketing, and I asked your opinion about whether or not to do like pop-ups at um, at different events. Like we have not farmers markets, but food truck. It's like food trucks in the park or something like that. And then folks go out there with their crafts or their, whatever small business they have. And I thought, what a great opportunity that would be to go out there with a table and a tent and some information and, just do something to attract people to my table and just do a pop-up every now and then at outdoor events like that. We do outdoor events in the parks all the time. So I'm hoping to start doing that here in the next probably month or so. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that sounds good. What I hear what I hear you saying is you're just making yourself you're probably enjoying it, but getting out.
Right.
That's the key. The more you're out and talking and letting everybody that you're around and that you come in contact with that you're a realtor, the better your business is going to be. If we just sit in our offices or sit at home and we're hoping the phones are going to ring, that's, in times like this with the real estate business like it is today, that's what's not working. Right. And so kudos for you just getting out, looking for groups and things that you can just participate in to get your name and yourself known out there.
Yeah, it's definitely picked up since I started doing that. Because I mean, if I'm honest, full transparency, I used to be that person sitting at home waiting for my phone to ring, and it didn't ring, and I'm like, huh, well, what else can I do?
I mean,
And
I say to agents all the time, you got to get out there and shake the trees. Like you just have to get out there and shake the trees. There's a lot of ways across the room for real estate, but what will you enjoy? And just get out there and do it, and being around fellow, people that have been in the service, veterans like yourself, and thank you for that, by the way. That's amazing, 23 years. So, huge honor there. But it's just getting out there to make yourself known.
Yeah, I wear and I wear my badge identifying myself all as much as I can.
Yeah.
Not my badge, but my name tag. And I wear t-shirts and different kind of shirts and hats and stuff that just kind of, scream, "Hey, I'm a realtor. Come talk to me."
Yeah. So
Yeah.
good.
But thank you guys for these. I love getting on these every week. They're extremely helpful. Thank you.
So many of us work from home anymore. It's an important point. Just be out where the people are.
That's right.
Take your laptop and go do all the stuff you'd be doing on your computer all day, which is fine. But take it out. Go to a coffee shop and sit there with your laptop and do it. I've got an EXP sticker.
Yeah, I do too.
On the back of my on the back of my laptop. My wife is working with a buyer right now that I picked up in a coffee shop. I mean, he came over to me on a Saturday morning. I was over there doing some stuff and excuse me, you're in real estate, right? I said, yeah. He's like, Frank, do you have a minute? Can I talk to you? And we sat there and talked for 20 minutes. And he was going through a divorce and just different things, but definitely wanted to do some investing or something. We just had a good talk. Well, and then it's probably about a month ago, comes up to me again. And I see him in there all the time, gotten to know this guy, Dave. And anyway, he's like, hey, I got through my divorce and actually got custody of my kids and da-da-da-da-da. I'm ready to buy. What's the next step? And so we got him in touch with a lender and we're actively showing him homes right now. He's looking up to 600,000, and so anyway, but it came from being in a coffee shop, doing what could easily be doing right here.
Yeah.
And be quiet and comfortable, but let me go over there and I'll just put my AirPods in or my headphones on and I can do what I need to do. But I just get around and meet people. I talk to people. I'm standing in line. I'm looking for reasons to talk to them.
That's right.
This time of year, I mean, I don't know, they're wearing a Broncos jersey. What do you think? How's it going to be this year? We start talking Broncos. See, it's like hey, my name's Jeff. I'm Bob. What do you do, Bob? Well, I'm this. What do you do? I'm a real estate agent. How's the market? That's the question every time.
Always.
And now you're putting them in your database to start sending them updates and just different things. And who knows who they know and who they're going to lead you to if you just handle that in a good way,
Well, and to touch on that, Jeff kind of highlighted that, but we've had Russ Lagan, who's our VP of growth on here, and he did a whole training on just get out, get 3 names a day, put them in your database, make conversation like Jeff's talking about. Every time you tell them you're a realtor, that's always the first question. How's the realtor? What are the interest rates? One of the two, right? And it's have a monthly newsletter that you send out or monthly update on the market. And then when they ask you that, just say, I do a monthly news or monthly update on the market every month. Would you like me to add you to my list? And so now you're out there collecting, not only, shaking hands and just making small talk. Now you're collecting their contact information to put them on a mailing list, or emailing list with information that they want. Like at 9.9 out of 10 people are going to say, yeah, I'd love that.
Yep.
So,
What
I mean,
happens?
yeah, always. Yeah. So you kind of touched on that, but, I wanted to dive a little deeper on it with what Russ taught, because that's such an easy way. But it all starts with what we're talking about, getting out, being out there. I mean, I met a guy on a plane one time and was just chatting and really thinking about it. He was looking to move to Nashville, and anyway, I gave him a card. We talked on the whole plane ride, and probably 4 months later, he called me, and I didn't remember him at all. Like as far as what he looked like, I remember talking to somebody, but long story, they ended up buying a property, and now they're looking for an investment property here, and so it's talk to everybody that you can, and you got to be out to do that. Well, I guess you could use the phone, but when you're person to person, it's more connection usually, for sure.
Yeah, I'm putting that video of Russ's in the
Oh, perfect.
here's that video of Russ's in the chat.
Yeah. So what I was just kind of giving the super high level overview of, there's Russ's actual full training on it that he did for us. So it's fantastic. It's a way
Excellent.
just to build your database, and just start sending something of value out every month. And he walks right through the whole process of how to do that. So thanks, Jeff, for putting that in
Yeah.
there.
And again, where did I find it? Freedom Team YouTube,
Yep.
Freedom Team page, freedomteamsupport.com, team recorded training. Just scroll back through the Tuesday trainings. I actually searched Russ Legan in the search
Yeah.
bar, and it
Yeah.
brings up he's done 2 or 3 for us. That's the one that Kathy was talking about right there. But that's how to find stuff, like
Yeah.
this stuff. One thing I want to put in here too, with Elizabeth, especially Chrissy, but all of us, but you guys being in Florida especially, here's a link to EXPCon. We're a little over 6 weeks away from the convention. We're all flying in there. You guys could drive there. It's in Miami. Absolutely be there if you can, without question. Phenomenal event. We're all going to be there. We're doing a Freedom Team event the first night on that Monday night. Always a great time, but great way to just network, meet more agents. It's filled with training all day long for 3 days, and just again being all the top agents in EXP are going to be there. Like there's no way you don't leave there with just new connections, new ideas, new tools, new stuff. All the different
Partners.
all the different certifications that EXP offers in revenues, and the relocation certification, the REO certification, the military certification, all that kind of stuff, which normally will take like 4 classes for 4 weeks to get through for free. You can get certified at that event. They do the whole thing. So you can go in there and get relo certified, and now you start getting relocation leads. So you don't have to go through the 4-week program. Just get it done while you're there. And they offer all those kind of platforms and stuff down there. So really, really good. I'm excited to get down there. It's October, 21st, 22nd?
21st through the 23rd, I think.
3rd, yeah. So in October. So get signed up. Come join us.
Yes.
Don't miss out. Let's meet in person.
I think one thing I'll mention to you ladies as well that are fairly new, especially talking about kind of your story, your testimony, what's starting to happen since you've come over. If you have not done it, you might want to post something on social media about making the move, and here's why, and here's all what's transpired. It may just be a message that some of the agents that know you, they could be looking at your profile and going, God, there's another person over at EXP, and she's now, and transactions are going up. They may want to reach out to you and ask a little bit about EXP. For those that are new, you can reach out to Jeff, myself, Kathy. We'd be more than happy to jump on a Zoom with you if you had somebody who was just intrigued because of your post that wants to know more about EXP, and we'll do a presentation for you and that kind of thing. Just bring leverage into your life. That's for those that may not know, if you attract an agent, every time they do a home sale, you get a small percentage of that. but it's leveraged passive income. So just want to throw that out because all the excitement and things that you guys are getting as results from being here and part of the Freedom Team, man, post it. You may have agents reach out to you. So just thought I'd plant that seed with some of you.
You
It's a
probably
good
will
point.
have agents reach out to you because of the way this market's been, and agents are just agents are hurting. And
Yeah,
I'll
they
tell you
are.
what. I mean, I don't know. I was talking to somebody yesterday. I mean, they think their brokerage is going to shut down. I mean, they are not doing what they said they were going to do lead wise and all this kind of stuff, but they can't afford to. Like that's just kind of where they're at. They feel like they're looking right now because they think that they're going to get probably the announcement any day now that
Mhm.
we're closing up shop. It's just a small mom and pop brokerage, but they can't afford to do it anymore, you know?
Yeah.
And that kind of stuff is out there. I mean, so many companies I'm seeing as I'm talking to people, like the closings are at a fraction of what they normally are, but they still have, that doesn't change the light bill and,
Yeah.
the staffing bill and the office, the lease on the building and all that kind of stuff. So the only thing they know to do is charge the agents more money. Well,
Yeah.
the agents have made, half as much money as they normally make. And now you're raising my splits and raising my fees and raising my cap and, all this other stuff. And now charging transaction fees that we never had before and all these other things. And it's like enough is enough. Like whatever, like you're like sucking blood from a turnip. We don't have, I mean, what are you doing? So they're looking around. So you put a post like that out there, you'd never know. There might be one or two agents that do reach out to you, hey, Chrissy, just talk to me, tell me about it. Cause I got to do something different, and you
Yeah.
can
Good
share this with
point.
them. So we'll help you do it. It's kind of
And can
nice
you
when you start getting just that passive income every month. That does just,
I mean, it's just like your stock check. You just, the dividend checks we just got. It's,
yeah.
when you get, money dropping in your account, it's very nice. And if you build a passive income up even to $2, $3, $4,000 a month that was stable, because you brought on a few agents and, people are selling houses around. I mean, if you had that, in those up and down roller coaster months that we all live in real estate world, right? When we're living just on commissions, it really helps the stress level in times that are, those months that are drier and things like that.
And if any of you need to reach out to any of the leaders, there's 7 of us. Andy, back on that website where Andy was, there's an area that has each one of our contact info, phone numbers, email. It's all on that website. So there's 7 of us all here to help anybody that may need assistance with anything.
Yeah, without anything exactly.
Leanne, I see your message here in the chat. I will give you a call today. Okay. I have another meeting right after this at 10 o'clock and then I free up for a couple hours. So I'll call you then.
What other questions do y'all have? We're here for you.
Anybody? Anything?
Why don't we do this? Why don't we popcorn around and talk and say one thing you're doing for lead generation?
I'm using that. Well, that's different. Never mind.
YouTube.
Oh, there you go.
YouTube. Elizabeth's getting out networking.
I got 3 new clients this week already from YouTube. One at a $2 and a $2.4 million price point.
Nice.
This is Christy. I'm doing
Sorry.
social media and getting out and doing various networking events. They haven't yielded many results outside of people, commenting on things, but been working on creating a lot of video content and
what
some
are you
ads and stuff.
What are you creating the content on? Just like value giving ideas and things like that?
Yeah, educational content. And then just recently I've been working to start reaching out to some of the EXP agents in our area, to see if I can help them with open houses, just getting to know the other EXP agents.
Yep.
And, if they have a listing, can I go do a video of that property? Just been starting to gear up with some of that as well. So that's new. So I'm hopeful that that'll build some good relationships with the other agents in the area and some more content as well.
Yeah. And if you just continue that, Andy's the YouTube king. I don't know if you're putting it on YouTube or just social media, but the key word is consistency, right?
Mhm.
You may not get anything for 6 months, literally, and get frustrated and you're like, this isn't working. Keep going. Just keep going. And if you're getting video content, I don't know if you're doing it on YouTube or just the other social media channels, but I'd encourage you to start a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Right.
I have a YouTube channel, but it's been mostly shorts. So, but I've been reading a lot of content from the Freedom Team as well. And so plan to start doing some longer videos as well. But yeah, I need help with that a little bit. Anyone who can offer resources as far as like, maybe doing thumbnails, just I want to make it, really professional looking. But until then, at least getting more content out there on the YouTube channel.
Well, Andy's done 2 or 3 trainings for us, and they're all on that YouTube channel that we shared earlier. And so you can find that YouTube channel just straight under the EXP Freedom Support group,
Okay, great.
one, and just search his name, Andy Hollis. And then if you want more help on YouTube, once you've kind of watched his stuff, then, talk to Andy. He's got some other, he's got a program that he sells. He sells on the open market. He has sold it before for, about 5,000. He sells it for Freedom Team members for, what is it, $9.95, Andy?
Yeah, we're selling it now for $19.95. It's like it's an easy to follow training. But for the Freedom Team, when at checkout, if you enter the code all caps Freedom50, and I'm gonna put all that in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
Actually, I got it right there in the chat. So that's the website you go to, and you can purchase it for $9.95. So it's half price with
Okay.
that code. And then it is so simple, a 10-year-old can do it. I mean, Jeff's going through it right now. So, you literally just walk yourself through and set everything up, and it teaches you how to do everything from start to finish.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thumbnails, all of it. So it's multiple modules, but like you said, you just walk yourself through it. It's a great training that he has.
Is it pretty easy to understand, Jeff?
It is. No, it's awesome. Step by step by step, a lot of copy paste stuff, and then, working through different things, Chat GPT, using a lot of that to help. It's awesome. Yeah, it's really good.
Great.
Somebody else was about to say something on what they were doing, but good stuff, Chrissy.
Melanie had something.
It was me.
No.
Thank you. Yeah, sorry about that. I just ordered 200 of my newsletters that I do every month to my sphere and my past clients. And I walk my dogs in my neighborhood. I live in a 55 and up community, and I walk my dogs several times a week, and most people recognize my dogs. And I thought it would be a good opportunity because I keep seeing signs going up in my neighborhood that are not me. And it's frustrating, so I thought I need to get out. And so I ordered 200 newsletters that I can drop off to people, ask them if I can add them to my list. And then after that, as I walk to follow up, I want to do things like, it's a little late for football schedule now, but I could do that on the next round, and then just sort of the seasonal things that you can drop off for people, just walking my farm, walking my immediate neighborhood. Because
So
in 55 and up, there's a lot of turnover.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so on your newsletter, do you have your dogs?
No, I don't. I need a picture with me and my dogs.
Yeah,
I don't have a picture of me and my dogs.
You said, like everybody knows
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
So
I need a picture of me and my dogs, and I don't have that yet, but that's on the list.
yeah, good deal. Awesome.
So,
So that's along that line.
Along
that line, I just put a link in the chat here. It's actually something I'm putting in a newsletter that I'm sending out to agents every week. Just waiting for the time to do it, but it's this article right here that I found. Had some good ideas in here, as far as just seasonal kind of ideas and stuff that realtors can do. So anyway, quick article, quick read. It's on realtor.com, but
nice, thank you.
It was good. So I just put that in the chat too. Some ideas. So I need to run, guys. I got a Zoom meeting coming up here in another minute. So
all right. Does anybody else have any other? Bye, Jeff. Anybody else have any other final thing they're doing that they can share that may be helpful to the group?
I'm on this app. It's called Shawami, and basically realtors get paid to show properties, and I do a lot of open houses, and so I get to keep all the prospects information, and yeah, that's what I do.
Shawami. So that's SHOWAMI, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Shawami. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard of it, but I haven't really heard of many people using it. So that's good to hear that testimony about that.
Yeah, I typically have an open house at least once a week that I do for someone else.
So Chrissy, and then you get it through the Showami app.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. They'll just
Maybe.
contact me. I get paid through that app and
Nice.
everything. So yeah,
Okay.
no, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll check that out. Thank you.
Thanks, Peaches.
Well,
Yeah.
would you share that on chat? What the name of that is, the spelling?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. All right. Well, we are at the top of the hour. I'll give Peaches just a sec. Are you sharing it, or do you want me? I can type it real quick.
Put it in.
There you go.
Shawami.
Here you go, Roxanne. It's in there. All right. Well, thank you guys for all being a part today and participating and sharing ideas. And congrats on the success that some of you have been having. And let's keep it going.